Hello guys, welcome with a second video. I already have 2 videos. You cannot complain. No, I'm just kidding. I'm literally recording this one just after the whole what happened kind of video. It was a bit vague maybe, but I just wanted to get it quick because it's probably a long video anyway. I tried to do it as quick as possible. So today, right now, I wanted to talk about status of the Moc from Endor, the Endor MOC, and what I've done, what happened, and some of the parts. So let's start with the parts. We got some parts over here, and you probably spot some other things. For example, we have Christmas sweaters in here. That is odd for Endor. There's some brown parts. Okay. So what happened? Why is this here? So very simply back, it just was Black Friday, right? And what happened with Black Friday, I ordered a bunch of stuff. I bought the gunship for 105 from Lego. I bought an ATTE for just 86, which was a steal deal. And to just compensate, to get the gift of purchase stuff for the Disney TV gift purchase that I have in the back, I thought let's just add the parts. So I made one right here where I have the parts. That was let's say over 150 euro worth of parts, and I got everything already shipped, delivered towards me. I had the gift purchases already towards me, and this was still in warehouse. And I was like, how? What happened? So what I've done is I contacted customer service. I just simply asked, like, hey, where's my order? It took more than 2 weeks. It says between 8 and 10 business days. So I only see in warehouse. There's no status. Do you guys have any idea where my order is or what the status is? Can I still expect it? Because you see also Black Lantern, you see Christmas sweaters. This is mostly for the winter, or it was for the winter village. They said it's very strange how it's still in warehouse. So what we do is we're gonna do a different shipping route, and therefore it might take 7 to 10 business days more, but therefore you know for sure that it will be in time before Black Friday and before the Christmas stuff, so you can build your winter village. I was like, oh, thank you, it's all good. And then I ordered a bunch of stuff. So we have parts here. Then we have 1, 2. This one was a separate order. So these 3 was one order. This was a separate order, so I ordered that one as well. Then as well, we had the gunship, the AT came, and the Amazon orders. We had the Jango Fett helmet. We have that one, with nubs in there, the Young Avengers set, all from Lego Comics. So I had so many orders going on. So the thing was, I didn't really keep track of what came in and what came out, and I just accepted just what came in and just tried to keep track slowly, a bit by bit, to see what happened or where the orders are. And I knew they already shipped it in a different way. So I got a message from DHL. Usually it gets shipped by DPD here in the Netherlands, and that's a bummer because other story. Not to try to get off track here, but I thought it was trying for fishing or something, because again, usually Lego doesn't come with DHL. So I didn't know what it was. It was also a link from the Amazon or the DHL Germany, and then it got moved to our local Post NL, which is our local post service, and then it just came here, and I was like, oh, my package. So what I actually expected was the second order. The second order is what I expected to receive. So I just opened the package and I found these parts. The thing is, the package before this one, I already had it. It just delivered. So what happened was they made a second order. I can check it on, I've seen it on my account. Instead of changing just the delivery or whatever, or how they do, I don't know. But they made a second order, changed all the pieces. So they copied my Pick-a-Bricks order. They changed all the pricing to 0. They shipped the new one to DHL. And then I think 2 days later, this one, no, this is the DHL one, so the second one. The first one that was in the warehouse got shipped. So that is how I have a bunch of these brown ones that I showed in the last video. A bunch of brown. These are all 2x12, and then I also have them in dark bluish gray 2x12. And first I thought like, maybe I made the order like twice or something, but then I saw the sweaters in there. I was like, I only ordered them once, and I had a sweater left, so I was like, why would I order more sweaters? Like, how was the order? And I see a bunch of these tiles. These are 365 2x2 white tiles, and I was like, how? So I checked in here. I was like, I don't need like this many because it's kind of full. And then I looked here. It's like, these are the parts still in sealed bag from last order. So couldn't figure it out, like what happened. So I checked, and then I found out that they just shipped the same pick-a-brick order twice. Which for a lot of you guys probably like, I wish they came true, especially when it comes to Star Wars sets. Like, you know, always like, oh, we always have a dream of getting this a big expensive set. If it's the Death Star or the AT-AT or the Star Destroyer or whatever, any UCS set or any like big order to get them twice. And now it kind of happened. Now I feel like, well, it's 100% going to be used for here, for the mock table. I also had 6 16 by 16 plates in white and 6 16 by 16 plates in dark bluish gray, if I am not mistaken. So let me quickly move the stuff a bit around. So in here, the 16 by 16 drawer, there you go. I made more orders, by the way. It's not that like this, like that I haven't used them. I made more orders where these 16 by 16 plates were included. But yeah, we got a pretty big stack. And the same with the dark bluish gray right there. And the funniest thing is that my Christmas winter village, that is bigger than 3 big base plates. Oh yeah, I forgot I had all these poly bags. Cool. But it's bigger than the 3 base plates, like 3x2, pretty much covered with everything like 16 by 16. So I think I'm solid to finally build like a bigger mock. I think I can. I really think I can build a bigger mock, but it's not that I should do it like straight away, right? We have the Endor MOC first that we need to finish first. So I think it's just good to go over to the Endor MOC. I think I've talked enough. Let's get over the history and the status of the MOC, because it is not in the state of what I left it in before in the last video. So let's get over that real quick. So where did we leave off? I am sorry for the mess. This is my current situation. I want to get the recording as quickly done as possible so we have enough time to get you guys the videos. I think that's the most important thing. So I'm just holding the camera. Sorry for the shaking. It's just what it is. It changed quite a bit, right? It really changed a bit. So, in short, what happened? This is going to be the mountain that I still had drawn. This tree is just here, so I don't lose it. And it's very fragile, so I'm very happy that we have the 2x12 pieces to fix the tree. I had a tree displayed like this, just how I had it in my drawing. But as you see, it goes over the water. It is almost like covering the whole base. So I kind of scrapped the idea because it's just too big. Endor has big trees and I don't want to put a small tree in. It doesn't make sense. I want to have the characters, the figs, at least hide behind them. So I really thought that this just wasn't going to work for the size that I'm working with. So I also increased the size. Now it pretty much is 2 16 by 16 base plates, and then it's a bit longer than what I had it before. But what I do love currently about this one is that I've added this gribbling going around. I added the waterfall in, and then the gribbling here is pretty okay. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with how the waterfall goes like in, and how I built like this section a bit. It's like not really that sturdy, it's a bit fragile. And then over here we have these 2 rockwork things that is just held up currently by this. It's a very simple plate with some parts placed like this, with some slopes, some bushes going around, and then I added right here a 1x1, a snot brick, and I put the Indiana Jones whip all the way down to another 1x1. And that's kind of creating a vine, and I actually liked the way how that looked, and I just stuck it onto the snub brick, and that's kind of what it is. But what I also noticed is because this has to be so tall, else it doesn't really make any sense to me if it was like lower, because then the waterfall doesn't really make sense. I also think it's a bit too high, but I want to make it make sense. Overall, what happens is I wanted to create a path over here and then going down here, so you have the entry going up like with like a kind of an elbow shape, and then behind I wanted to create a kind of a cave slash Easter egg area. So that was my overall idea for the new version. But what I noticed really quick is how the stairs and the highest point of this part, it is a bit too small, and therefore it doesn't really make sense. It looks kind of strange. It goes really high, tall up. That means that the stairs will be taller than an actual minifigure. Doesn't make sense. So I don't know how to continue. That's also why I kind of stopped. I also stopped because, again, this was my PC desk. So I had to choose, am I going to mock build for the rest of the week, or do I want to play games tonight? Then, yeah, I sadly had to choose. I chose games. Sorry guys, it is what it is. But this is the current state of the mock, and I think it looks pretty decent. I will definitely make some changes here and there. Hopefully one day you guys can see the progression live. I really would like to live stream these kind of things. Now that I actually have started the organizing stuff, I can just get the bins, like, okay, I want to have plates, I want to have small plates, I'm just getting the small plate bin, right? But currently it's just, it's a bit hectic. I'm still like trying to get this spot ready as is, and yeah, I think it's pretty okay going on, but hopefully we can make 2 of these. That's something I really would love to do, is at least 2 trees. One will be more of the lower area, and you see already how much space it would take. It doesn't make sense to me, right? Like, I want to have 1 tree up here, because I think that will be a safe spot, or like in this corner. That's why I kind of place it here. But then it has to be elevated, because this will be the higher point. But I don't know, I think this is too tall. I think that is the issue, and therefore I cannot make this kind of stairs. Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. I don't want to expand further, because my thing was that I wanted to make a small, kind of diorama-based mock. And of course you can just add more parts and just continue and make it work, but the challenge for me was to make it small and compact and still look good. And I chose Endor because I thought it was smart, but I realized that I do not really have a lot of brown. I do not have any plant pieces, and that kind of screwed me over. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked the video right now. This is the current state. Of course, the new update will have hopefully a bigger update going on, because if you guys are coming from Instagram, it's nothing really got added. That's just how it is, sadly. I also check my Instagram if you haven't seen it, because I also already showcased the minifigures that I will be using for this build. So just check it out, and hopefully guys, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.